Can you help me with what happened yesterday? The headline talked about the NFL finally admits there is a connection, a link between CTE and the game itself. Is that a fair headline of what came out yesterday?
I think it's a fair headline because there had never been that clarity, that decisive admission of the connection between football and CTE. The bigger issue, though, is what does it mean to have CTE? I think pretty much every guy that played in the NFL, especially before 2009 when the NFL was sensitive to the problem, has some degree of CTE. What does it mean to have it? That's where the research needs to catch up with the concern. And it's appropriate for people to be concerned about it. But at some point, the former players need to know, what are we really concerned about? And there have been articles about just the fear that former players have, that they're ticking time bombs. They don't know when they're going to suddenly have these cognitive issues, how it's going to manifest itself. And I think that's something that research will hopefully over time provide more insight into. That's really where this thing is going. I don't have any surprise whatsoever that there's a connection between CTE and football. I think the uncertainty comes from what it means to have CTE.
But then you had the NFL's doctor who 3 days before the Super Bowl wouldn't make that connection. He refused to make that connection between brain damage and the sport itself.
Yeah, and they've been kind of all over the map with this, and it's really not surprising because there's the potential that over the period of decades and generations that you're just not going to have enough people who are willing and interested in playing football. But look at what we've seen since 2009. Is there any shortage in the supply of college and NFL football players? I mean, we make a big deal about it when somebody chooses to retire at a young age because of concerns over head trauma, but the vast majority of guys still keep choosing to play. And we can't say that there are people who don't know the risks at this point. Maybe they didn't know the risks 10 years ago, but I think everybody knows the risks now.